Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. It's once again game day, game 7. This one is do or die, winner takes all for both the Edmonton Oilers and Vancouver Canucks. A spot in round 3 taking on the Dallas Stars in the Final Four is on the line. These two teams have seemingly been destined to meet all year long. The Vancouver Canucks, of course, absolutely destroying the Oilers in Game 1 of the season, 8-1. They end up winning their first 3 matches. The Oilers looked like they might have a chance to take number 4 later in the year, but both teams playing without key players. No Connor McDavid, no Thatcher Demko for the Vancouver Canucks. They complete the series sweep. And going into the playoffs, each team trading wins here. So if it stays that way, the Vancouver Canucks, you could say, would have the advantage going into this one, as each team has won 1, lost 1. But the Edmonton Oilers have to dig deep here. They'll be playing in Vancouver, the Vancouver Canucks, with home ice advantage. As everyone said so far, they have the house money. They've come further than anyone expected them to at the start of the year. No matter what, the Vancouver Canucks have had an absolutely incredible year, and hats off to them. I thought the Vancouver Canucks would be a playoff team this year, but I think they've exceeded, I know they've exceeded by far everybody's biggest expectations for them. And I think when Thatcher Demko went down in round 1 against the Nashville Predators, very few people were still giving them a chance against the Nashville Predators, and they got that series done. They've given the Edmonton Oilers all they can handle in this series. This has been an absolute battle, and I just hope we get a strong Game 7 from both teams. The Vancouver Canucks, of course, continue to be without Thatcher Demko. He will not play in Game 7. He might be a possibility for them if they get past the Oilers here. But Artur Shilovs, what a performance from a third-string goaltender. He, like the rest of the team, has given the Oilers all they can handle, and I expect his very best tonight when the Oilers and Canucks face off for the final time this year. The Edmonton Oilers are 7-4 all time in Game 7s. The Canucks are 6-6. So neither team with a dominant record. The Canucks 500, the Oilers 3 games above 500. Hopefully we're making that 8-4 by the time the night is over. Going back to the Vancouver Canucks, I was going to cover this in a video yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to do it. Brock Boeser out with a blood clot that was discovered following Game 6, so extremely scary situation. Wishing Brock Boeser, his family, friends, and teammates all the best here. According to an update from Frank Saravalli this morning, he's expected to be out for 3 months, so not super serious, but I mean serious enough. A blood clot is no joke, and hope Brock Boeser has a very quick recovery, and it sounds like he will be good to go for next season for the Vancouver Canucks, which is great to hear. And yeah, I mean, it's clearly an advantage for the Oilers not having the Canucks leading goal scorer in the lineup, but that is not the way I want to gain an advantage. This is just a game at the end of the day. When people's health comes into it, that's a no-go for me. So wishing Brock Boeser all the best and hope he can come back and have a strong season next year for the Vancouver Canucks. For the Edmonton Oilers, head coach Chris Knoblauch confirmed that Adam Henrique will not be in the lineup for Game 7, so he continues to be out. I imagine the Oilers are going to come in with pretty much the exact same lineup for Game 7. Sam Carrick in, maybe Corey Perry comes back in and somebody else sits. I know they've been dealing with some illnesses. It sounds like Matthias Ekholm has been one of those illnesses, so that might factor into some decisions come game time, but I expect mostly the same lineup for the Edmonton Oilers. For the Vancouver Canucks, they'll probably be making some changes. They will have to bring in a new player, obviously, for Brock Boeser, so we'll see what happens there, but it's going to be one hell of a battle tonight, guys, and may the best team take this series. I just wanted to go over some special stats that Oilers players earned following Game 6. Leon Draisaitl with now 100 points in 60 career playoff games. Leon Draisaitl is undoubtedly the ultimate Oilers playoff performer, at least of this generation. He has just been absolutely amazing. I expect him to have a big Game 7 for the Oilers tonight. And Zach Hyman with 39 points in 39 playoff games. Only Wayne Gretzky had more goals through a player's first 40 playoff games with the Oilers. He had 30. So yeah, guys, Stuart Skinner versus Artur Shilov's Game 7. The Canucks' third stringer that's been a hero for them so far in the playoffs. Stuart Skinner coming into Game 6, needed redemption. He got it. Comes into Game 7 now, looking to get the series win for his team. I think this Edmonton Oilers team overall needs redemption with how they've played against the Vancouver Canucks this year. The Vancouver Canucks, with their victories earlier in the year, nearly derailed the whole Oilers season, and tonight they have the opportunity to end the Oilers season. The Oilers, if they can win, it's a big notch in their belt. They can come back and the Vancouver Canucks season for the way that they started theirs. So it's a lot of storylines tonight we can cover. It's Game 7, the most exciting time probably for a hockey fan, or the most nerve-wracking. I think it's the most exciting thing if you're an outside fan and you can just sit and watch Game 7, but if you're an Oilers fan or a Canucks fan, it's the most nerve-wracking time. You can say the Canucks probably, like I said earlier in the video, playing with house money, they've already accomplished so much. So if they do lose tonight, they have plenty to hang their hat on. The Oilers coming in with a cup or bust mentality, and if they lose Game 7 tonight, there's no two ways around it. It's a bust, but with how their season started and how things were looking in October and November, I don't know, maybe some people would just take this, how far they've come, as a nice consolation prize, but I think all Oilers fans need to see this team at least get into the third round and take on the Dallas Stars. So we'll see what this day holds. Game 7 tonight, 7 p.m. Toff and I will be doing a Rig 72 live stream, so you can watch the game with us on the channel. We can't show the game, of course, but bring your tablet, laptop, phone, whatever you're going to watch us on, and then you can have the game on the TV in the background, and we can all watch it together and experience Game 7 together. And I, of course, will be back following the game for the Fanatic Rundown. But that's all for me for now, guys. Let me know your thoughts and predictions. Who takes Game 7? Let me know your guesses in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.